Hello and welcome to the Stockdale Lego Women's Pennant Review and Preview. Where are we up to? I've been away for so long. Apologies for my absence, everyone. I probably haven't even missed me, but
We did.
have we?
But Matt was good.
I thought I was a good
Matt
fill-in,
was
but
yes,
anyway.
a good fill-in.
But
I mean,
anyway.
it's the beards.
The beards?
Yeah.
Who's got the better beard, just quietly?
Well, I'm due for a trim. I'm going for a cut, hence why the hat's on. So watch me tonight at our draft night. I'll be looking schmick.
Spick and span.
So you're prioritising that over this video?
Yep,
Really?
exactly.
That is harsh.
I wonder what Sonia DiPietro would think about that, Matt.
Well, she'll have to come tonight to the draft night and see. But yeah, I'll be going for a bit of a trim up later this morning. So looking forward to it. But it's been a big week of pennant this week.
Good throwback.
Yeah, well done.
First of all, welcome to Meg Pratt, Marilyn Mooney, our special guests that will drive the show, no doubt. No, I certainly won't be. So, 5 weeks in, a couple of weeks to go.
Yep.
It's been all happening in my absence, and there's so much to play for in the last couple of weeks, isn't there?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
In all divisions, really.
And men, everyone, we're all in it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. So.
Port's been strongly represented out there.
That's great. Matty, I'm going to let you work through some of the results from week 5.
All right, so we'll start off with Division 1, and we have got Meg here as one of the Division 1 players, and she's been an absolute superstar this season, playing on a ruptured ACL and still getting around and winning. But they did play this week at Lonsdale Links and unfortunately went down to Torquay 4-3 in a really tight tussle. Alicia and Jenos found the tough a bit top heavy there. The girls got over the line on them, and then Jill unfortunately went down to Mandy Buckley, while Ange and Alicia had comprehensive wins, and Jeanette Barclay had a lovely one-up win as well.
Alicia didn't win.
No, Alicia went down to Jenny.
She did.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It was a good effort by Jill, Matt.
Yeah, it was.
Apparently Mandy Buckley said partway round, well, I think to her caddy, I think I'm in a bit of trouble.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay.
Well, Alicia did really well because basically the girl she played, the last time she played at number 1, she won 8 and 7. So that was a great effort by Alicia.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate that the girls went down, but it was really tight there because Torquay are on top of the ladder there. So it was a great effort. Now we have our Stockdale and Lego Player of the Week, which myself, I would have probably handed to this lovely lady here for her 5-4 victory on one leg, but that was awarded.
Do we need to, before you tell us, do we need to know more about the need?
Oh,
No, because it'll take half an hour.
no. I know exactly how I did it. I jumped on the Collingwood bandwagon and ruptured the ACL. I mean, sitting there, sorry Maz, last week, went to the Anzac Day match, absolutely brilliant, 41-point turnaround.
Can we move on?
And then yesterday, absolutely came back and smashed Adelaide, which was fantastic. So yeah, that's how I did it, jumping on the Collingwood bandwagon. But you know what they say?
No.
You've got 2 teams that you barrack for. I barrack for St Kilda, and the other team is anybody who's playing Carlton.
Then how come you?
So you're not even a Collingwood supporter?
Oh God, no, absolutely, no.
You're on the bandwagon.
I'm on the bandwagon. I reckon Darcy Moore is Brownlow medalist. Seriously, he is so good.
You can get on with Haysbet if you like a bit of that.
Can
actually.
I? Absolutely. All right, I'll remember that.
Yeah.
So anyway, with your knee, what's the go? Surgery or?
See the surgeon on the 8th of June.
Right.
And then probably surgery and then 12 months rehab.
Okay, you've been karting while playing or walking?
I have, but I can't walk. I have to cart.
Okay, but
So, yeah.
fantastic effort to be winning by such big margins in Division 1 there. But we'll get back to our Stockdale Player of the Week, and that goes to Jeanette Barclay. She had a tough tussle against her opponent there and ended up getting up 1-up, which was a great effort for her. So she wins our voucher for this particular week. The upcoming week, we will be playing 13th Beach at Anglesey. 13th Beach haven't won a game yet, Meg.
No.
You girls need to have a win
Smash
to
them.
keep your
Smash them.
faint finals appearance alive.
But again, there was a couple of upsets this week. I think 13th Beach beat. I can't even. Who did they play?
Anglesey beat
Anglesey.
Lewis?
Yeah, Anglesey. So yeah, Anglesey. So yeah, so basically our chances are really good, which is fantastic.
Okay.
So if we can beat them, there's a couple of upsets, then there's every chance we could finish
Sneak
second.
into that
Yeah.
second
So
spot.
3 teams still in it for second spot, but now points come down to it. So you've got to
Absolutely.
win every match that you can, not
Absolutely.
just all over the line.
No. So as you say, you'll take it one match at a time, and hopefully we can come home with a win this week, and it'll all be good.
Do you think if we got a bit more out of Jen Edmondson that we'd be, looking
Look,
pretty good?
I mean, she tries hard, but there's
tries.
yeah,
She's
she's
a
trying.
trier.
She's
Yeah,
trying.
trying.
Yeah.
She's trying.
Yeah.
She's also sitting behind
She's
this
sitting
video.
behind.
But didn't she have new clubs this week?
No.
Yeah,
Did
she
you
had new
practice
clubs,
with
but she
them?
didn't realise how far they went. They were so much better than hers. So.
Not
Well,
as
I'm just
far.
wondering whether it's that or she can't have a stubby on the way round due to pennant rules. But anyway, that's another story.
Can we give a little shout out to Jackie Ray before we go off
Yes.
Divi 1, because she's had a pretty quiet season so far, but she was 6 down at the turn and lost 3-1.
3-1,
so
which was great.
It's a great,
Yeah.
hopefully, fillip for her to
Yeah.
come good this week. Good on her.
Yeah, nice.
Right, so we'll move on to our Division 2 segment now, and they were absolutely smoked by 13th Beach,
Yes.
4-1. It was a big chance for them to try and keep their finals aspirations alive, but yeah, they copped a caning there. But saying that, even though it was a 4-1 win, it was a lot closer than you would think, with Julie Milne losing on the 18th, and then also Sue Holland and Lynn Kirby both losing 2-1. So
Yeah.
they were tight matches, but they just didn't fall our way. Jill Peppard was our sole winner
Yep.
in Division 2, and with that, she is Player of the Week, courtesy of Stockdale and Lego, because we can't give it to anyone else because they all lost.
And I do have to say, I got the lowdown from Lou Blomley, and she is the catering critic.
Yes.
And she has given the afternoon tea that they received 4 stars out of 5.
Okay, well, it's
So,
good
yeah.
for her after a big bake last week that we had to censor due
Yes.
to legal ramifications that were there. So Caitlin actually
yes.
had to beep a few things out. But
I'm also giving Lonsdale Links only 3 stars out of 5 for their afternoon tea.
this is controversial now,
It
Mark.
is, absolutely.
I
Yes.
didn't know we were going down this path.
Oh, let me tell you, I give 13th Beach 5 stars out of 5 for their afternoon tea.
You watch Travel Guides.
I
don't
love
you?
it. I love
that
it.
show, Travel
Absolutely.
Guides.
Who's your favourite on Travel Guys, Nick?
Oh, the Friend family.
Yeah,
Everyone
you
loves the
can't-
Friends.
You can't get
No,
away
you
from
can't.
them.
No.
You just belly laugh at
Yeah.
them. They're great. They're great.
Excuse my ignorance, I've never watched the show, so I don't know what you're
Matt,
talking
come
about.
on.
But
Seriously, I bet you don't watch maths either.
no.
Oh, God. Love
Okay,
maths.
move on.
Anyway, okay.
So this
Okay.
week, Division 2, we'll head off to Barwon Heads and play Torquay. It is also another must-win to keep their faint chances of winning. With this division, Clifton Springs will be playing 13th Beach, which is the top 2, I think it is. And if Clifton Springs win this game, pretty much that sews up the flag for them. So it's a very big game for Division 2 this week.
And no grand final in any other division bar Division
But
1.
one.
Correct, yeah. So we have our ever popular segment, the Caddies Confessionals. And we have Marilyn Mooney with a little story on this, I believe.
No, I think this is Meg. No, Meg. This is Meg.
Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you that
Working well, Hazy.
We
the
don't
caddy,
have caddies.
the caddy this week basically just proved that.
We can't use names here either.
No, the caddy this week just proved that caddies do know better than players and take advice at every opportunity, because 9 times out of 10, when they look at you and they say, "Are you sure?" you know that you've done the wrong thing. So, and when it works beautifully. So I was very happy with the caddying this week.
Oh, so it was your caddy, was it?
It was.
Well, it probably narrows down for the people in the know, but we won't say anything about MP. But anyway,
What the? Absolutely. No. And she drives the car to treat. I'm Fangio, she's Jack.
yeah, okay. Oh, very good.
You're not that bloke who drove the Lamborghini onto the
Oh gosh,
down Punt
no.
Road yesterday.
Absolutely.
You see that?
Yeah, I did.
How fast did he go?
Too fast.
Too fast.
Go on, Matty.
All right, we'll move into Division 4, and they had a gutsy 3-2 win over Lonsdale Lynx at Barwon Valley. As I said, it was a great fighting win with Ange Royal winning 2-1, Donna 1 up, Jan Cogger 2-1. Joy Francis and Sue Plummer both got to the 18th hole but went down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Have we got any content from any of the girls from Division 4, ladies? Have we heard anything, any little stories?
Oh, they're puffed. They're walking around with their chests out at the minute. Top of the ladder, undefeated.
Which
Yep.
is great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep it going. They do play Ocean Grove at Ocean Grove.
They do, yeah. It's going to be a tough one. They're
That's
half a
hard.
game clear of Ocean Grove. They play Ocean Grove on their home deck. Port
going-
win
they're
this,
going
you
down
would
to
say
have a-
that you'd win the flag for the
This is
Port
it.
girls. So
That's
That'd be
exactly
great.
right.
yeah, so
They're going down to Ocean Grove to have a hit.
really,
Well,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
it is a tricky track.
it is a tricky course. But
When's that happening, mate?
Will have to be this. I don't know. This week sometime.
They haven't got a.
They would.
Tea
they
time
might-
booked in?
I think they do. I think it's maybe tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
maybe we might go down and watch them, have a little practice. But yeah, destiny's in their hands. So our Stockdale and Lego Player of the Week, we're going to give to Angela Royal this week for her strength at the top of the water there. Gives the team a great foundation, and she's been in some good form. So she wins our award for this particular week.
Well done, Ange.
And if you are at a loose end, like go down and watch them this week, because that is a pennant in the making there.
Yeah.
If you get that over the line, that's our first of hopefully a few. So
Yeah.
Yep, and from a Division 5 perspective, we don't really have much to say here because they hosted this week and they didn't have to play on their home course, but the nearest challenger was Ocean Grove and they actually lost on the day, which was a
Fantastic.
great result for our flag
Very
chances.
happy.
So that's wonderful.
So Maz, how's the culture been with the girls this year?
Well, look, on Friday.
Better than Essendon's? Or
Now you've ruined it. Now you've ruined
Oh, he had to throw that in, didn't he? I don't cry. It's okay.
it. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll
you had to go about last week. That's the start of it. We hosted beautifully, Matt.
and how would you rate the
Afternoon
afternoon tea?
5 stars
Out of
5. Sensational. We had hot food and it was a freezing cold day, wet day.
Perfect.
Everyone loved the course, as we know.
Of course, I have not struck one single person who's played here who hasn't raved about how good it is. It's
No,
fantastic.
It's in great nick, great
Yeah.
nick. Look, we're to get Ocean Grove done on Friday by the Sands was fantastic because we're a point ahead, but we play them next week.
So you play Ocean Grove this week at the Sands?
At the Sands,
Yep.
we do.
So top of the table clash?
Yep.
And that pretty much
Win
will
that and-
determine it too.
Yep. So destiny's in your hands.
Fantastic.
Yep. So your team's good. Mind
That's
you, I do refer to it shortly. We do have a cast of thousands in our team. We're not sure who's going to turn up any week, but we always have a team and it seems to be winning at the moment.
which is a beautiful segue to a hot new segment which could take over the airwaves here. It's called Maz's Multi.
Here we
Excellent.
go.
Sorry to the Malloy clan, and there's no copyright pending here, I hope, for Maz's Multi.
He's got nothing on us.
Really?
Nothing, no.
We'll let Jen be the judge behind the camera here. So
Okay.
you roll away with Maz's Multi.
Okie doke. Now, Division 1, we know, is a hotbed of healthy and sometimes unhealthy competition and sledging. Behind the scenes can be ugly, as we know, Jen. It's a pity we don't have any vision to show of some of this, but that might be one thing we can work on for next week. So much so that words reach my ear that a couple of the players are so intent on adding to their personal win tallies for the season that they've requested to fill in for Divi 5 next week down at the Sands. Of course they all love. How about that, Mark?
No, you can't have that, Maz, but you can swap divisions for the last week of pennant. Division 1 can experience glorious, I know it's one of your personal favourites, the Moreland Country Club. And Division 5, you guys can head off to a lovely Torquay in their place.
Yes, Matt. The odds on that,
No.
Mark, great.
No.
Mark, isn't it?
That's all right.
Yes.
No.
Okay, well, no. There's a fair bit of concern for Jill Peppard at the moment.
Is it?
Yeah. She's been having dreams that are possibly going to turn into a nightmare, that her team's undefeated, on top of the ladder, and on a steady path to pennant glory. I'm worried that she might get a fright one day when she wakes up and the reality hits her. What can we do?
Well, you can't leave her in that state. You can't do that. You can have Division 2 women, though, come out this week and have a 5-0 win over Torquay
Yes.
at Barwon Heads.
Yes,
So I reckon that'll
yes,
do the
way
trick
to
for
go,
her.
way to
That'd
go.
be great.
All right, Mark. Moving on to another one. Every week, Division 5, we have new faces. Some we know, some we don't. We think and we hope that they're financial members of the club. That's questionable. 10 players have represented Divi 5 this year, all acquitting themselves magnificently. I'll give you London to a brick that this week we'll have more newbies in the team.
Well, you might have some new faces, or you might not. But what you will have is that winning team against Ocean Grove.
Yes, that's what we want.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can have that.
All right, I'll have that. I'll take that. Lastly, in Division 4, we've got the situation where there are ex-handicappers, captains, ex-women captains, current club captains, ex-club captains, ex-women presidents, ex-committee members, current committee members, board members, club secretary. I'm not suggesting for a minute that there are power struggles or competing egos, but heaven forbid if this were to happen.
Well, I don't think you're going to have these competing egos much, but you can have a together, motivated, competitive bunch of women supporting each other to win against Ocean Grove
Yes,
this Friday.
bring home
Always.
the bacon.
Bring
Well
home the
done,
bacon.
mate.
Yep.
All right.
Good stuff, Maz, as Maltese debut, Maddie. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was a bit like Caro's Arrow there for a while. But you didn't go too hard on it, but it was a bit of a love fest. But anyway.
We could go harder.
That's very
So
good.
as we always do towards the end of the video here, we're going to do a recap on our men's pennant, and they've only got one more round to go this coming Sunday. But for the yesterday, our Division 2 team headed off to Anglesea, and they actually had a 4-3 win over 13th Beach, with Phil Toyne, Dean Jeffrey, and new member to the club Simon Goggin all had wins. Phil Toyne won 1 up, Dean Jeffrey 5 and 4, and Simon Goggin was 5 and 4. And then we had the Iceman, Sam Beeston, and Jack Martin both had halves, so that was their 4. So they got over the line. They currently do sit on top of the ladder, but host here next week, which they don't play. Pretty much, if Geelong and the Sands both win next week, they'll miss out on finals by individual games.
That's a shame.
So they need either Geelong or the Sands to have a loss, and then that'll put them into the final.
Do you know who they're playing?
Geelong plays Anglesea,
Yep.
who are 4th on the ladder, and the Sands is playing 13th Beach, who are 6th. So it's they're going to be hoping that either Geelong or the Sands will have a loss there, and then they can make finals. So
It's a shame they're not playing each other.
exactly,
that would be
it's
good.
pretty tight there at the top in Division 2.
Matt, I just wanted to make mention Sam Beeston there. You brought him up. He gave me the cold shoulder the other day at Drysdale Reserve.
Oh, yeah,
Reserves
footy, yeah.
game, Port Arlington and Drysdale. Not a bad match. Drysdale got the chocolates, but he just brushed me. Gave
Did
me
he?
nothing. Yeah, no, it's too big.
He has had a bit of a sore shoulder lately too. He's been playing under duress.
Isn't he? Port Arlington Reserves, you're too big to sort of acknowledge the crowd at Port Arlington.
Gave you
Reserves.
donuts.
Extraordinary work from you.
Yeah, I actually went to the Port Arlington game this Saturday, and he did the same to me, so don't feel bad. Yeah,
Lucky we weren't there.
He is a bit of a superstar in the township. And then Division 5, we sort of gave him a bit of a bake last week and suggested that if they didn't win this week over St Leonard's, they should retire from the game and not show their face here again, because they actually had a victory, 6.5 to a half. Their second win for the year. So after the spray, they seemed to obviously shock them into action there, and they got up with a victory.
Who was the half?
The half was actually a fill-in player, maybe potentially his first half. I don't even know if he had a winning pennant before, but Rick Edmondson had the half. So he was a late call-up Saturday night after Lee McMurrich pulled out due to having some issues, but we won't go further on that side of it. But we had a good win. Matt Whiting had a win. Sean Ward actually played his brother and beat him 2-1.
Fantastic.
So Wardy plays off about 18, but his brother plays off 36, and he only beat him 2-1. So I'm not sure how good Wardy's going.
There's no bragging rights there.
No, we had Darren Tickle Me Doodah Wilson won. Josh Whitefield in as well. He had a win.
Hang on, go back. What was that name again?
Darren Tickle Me Doodah Wilson. Yeah, that's just a little
I'm not
nickname for
even-
Tickle.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Yes, Matty Miles won, Darren Heaton won, all comprehensive, and Rico obviously had the half.
So is he allowed back in?
Well, that's going to be the interesting thing as to whether Rick backs up again. But then again, they're going out to play at Bannockburn next week against Geelong.
Jen says no.
So we think we might take a bus out there to support the boys. What do you reckon on the Sunday?
Well, that could be ugly.
They can't play finals. They can't affect finals. They're only playing for pride. So,
Fair enough.
but yeah, the men have only got one round left, and then there's a week off for Mother's Day, and then it's the finals the following. So hopefully Division 2 can to get there, and then the ladies have obviously got 2 games of pennant left as well.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a very comprehensive wrap from you all.
Thank you.
I'm not sure about your bandwagon story, Meg, but
It's true.
you can't have more than one team.
Yes, you
that,
can.
Meg.
Yes,
No,
you can.
you can't. When you're bagging the Bombers, like you
Oh
did.
no, I'm prepared to bag the ball.
I'm prepared to bag
Make
it.
it a trifecta.
Can we finish this quickly?
Marilyn, Mooney, Meg Pratt, the legend up there, Matt Milne, a lot of M's up here. We're all here for Stockdale and Lego. Thanks so much to Sonia DiPietro and her team down there on Newcomb Street. A lot going on in the real estate world at the moment. Check her out if you've got something else happening in your family's neck of the woods around that area. So thank you to them wholeheartedly. Thank you, ladies and gents.
Thank you.
Thank
Glad
you.
you're back.
Thank you, Hazy. Welcome back.
Welcome
The
back.
salsa tones are back on.
There we
Look
go.
forward to seeing the.
Yeah, the coiffed
That's it.
Maddie Milne tonight.
That's the one.
See you guys. Thanks
See you
very much.
later. Thank you.